Hey everybody, welcome back to another Lord of the Rings progression playthrough live play. We are taking on the flight from Moria again. So this is something that we played last week. We struggled with it a little bit, and so we're coming back this week to take it on, to finally win and get out of this place. Istari, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, I did add a quest points per Astari's suggestion. So I found myself, I was counting a lot over and over again, and he suggested that I add some quest points. And so I did that, and it's been very beneficial. So thank you for that. Oh no, fly, you fools. My text is small again. Let me fix that. But yeah, so I'll go right about there. That should be fine, right? Cool. Yep. So we will be playing this at least 2 times tonight. So I want to try it with the dwarfs, which I really want to beat this with the dwarfs. I think that's thematic, that's fun, that's exciting. I also want to play it with the another deck that I created. So win or lose this first game, we'll run through the scenario again with the other deck that brings in a couple of all-stars, and hopefully we win the first one, hopefully we win the second one, but I just kind of want to try out the second deck that I built. But not a lot of modifications from the dwarf deck as we saw it last week. We have Bifur, Dane, and Dwalin as my dwarf heroes, and that is kind of the spread of the spheres to get access to all the cards. Dane's kind of the powerhouse here, trying to beef up all the dwarfs. We're trying to do a lot of dwarfs swarming. There are 2 different ways that we can get out of here. Go LCG. I'm not going to hang out tonight, but I thought I'd check in. Hey, how you doing, Trapid? Thanks for checking in. So revenge games, crush it with the all-stars. Yeah, we'll do it. Fun. We'll have some fun. Again, super tiny text. We're gonna fix that again, but I'll just go here. Why not? Why not? But so yeah, we'll have some fun with the all-stars, hopefully. So the only change that I really made into this dwarf deck here was to add Shadows of the Past. So Shadows of the Past in Marvel Champions is a swear word in Lord of the Rings. It is it's a little bit better. And when I initially read the card Shadows of the Past, I probably should have pulled it out. It's a card that says, like, basically you take. Oh, I'm changing the wrong thing. That's why it's not changing size. I'm changing the wrong setting. There we go. So Shadows of the Past, in this game, you basically take the top card of the discard pile and put it on top of the deck. And so this helps with some of those easier to clear locations, maybe. Or if we see like a location or an enemy in that discard pile, we can throw it on there in case we flip the quest card that allows us to escape if you reveal the top card of the encounter deck. If it's not a treachery, then you're good to go. If it is a treachery, you're released from the game. So that's kind of the idea with Shadows of the Past. So we'll see how that goes. That was just a slight change, because when I was going through and building my other deck, I included that, and I thought that it had a spot in this one as well. So let's get started. Okay, so we'll read everything again. So you've a presence in the dark. So you have discovered the fate of the dwarven colony and seek to leave Moria, but exiting may not be as simple as entering. So set up, prepare the quest deck. So we've got a lot of escape routes that get shuffled up, and we have to go find our way out. So Uh, Add the Nameless Sphere to the staging area. Big bad. We don't like him here. Um, oh, it's focused on this card. That's what I was like. That looks super blurry. Yep. So we put the Nameless Sphere out here. We're not trying to beat that guy at all. And then remove all copies of a foe beyond, and then shuffle one per player. So one per player is back in that deck. Then we got Presence of the Dark. So as you leave the 7th level, the air grows thick and drums begin to roll from the deeps. A man-shaped shadow, yet greater, masses at the end of the hall and begins to head straight towards you. Not great stuff here. So when revealed, reveal one encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. Then add a Presence in the Dark to your victory display. So flip this. The last player deals damage equal to the Nameless Sphere fight to a hero he controls. Nameless Sphere has a fight of X, where X is equal to your victory points. So this says when revealed, add one encounter card and add it to then add a presence. So his attack right now is 0. So we'll set that aside. We'll put that in the area there, and we will go ahead and bump up our victory points by 2. So now he has a threat threshold of 2 and 2 attack, 2 defense. The attack and defense is not going to come into play here. It is literally, I don't actually even know why they had it. I think it would be kind of fun to try and build a deck once I have a bigger access to cards to see if I could kill them somehow. I think that would just kind of be a fun exercise, just not something that I'm running through tonight. So 2A says, as the presence draws near, doubt and fear surround you like a vast shadow. You must find daylight. You must escape the black pit. And so this says, while searching for an exit is the active quest card, only flip it to 2B at the beginning of the staging step. And so all of these say it, and there's just a couple that we're specifically looking for. So let's see what our starting hand is. 6 cards. Okay, so we've got Untroubled by Darkness. So each dwarf character gets +1 willpower or until the end of the phase, or +2 if the active location is a dark or underground. So not bad. We got a Sleebrian Stone. Excellent. +2 to willpower to a hero. We've got Rumor of the Earth. So this is going to be checking that top card to see if it is a treachery or not, and also just kind of helping us prepare for what's coming up. And then if it's not a treachery, we know that if we flip up that one where it's, flip the top card, we have a buffer, we have a way out. So we've got Narvi's Belt. This is excellent. I love seeing Narvi's Belt here. So you can exhaust Narvi's Belt to give any dwarf hero or the attached dwarf hero in a sphere icon. We've got 2 Protectors of Lorien. So not a super exciting grab there. It'll help us quest, but what I'm really missing from this opening hand is allies. So this is like, I need an ally, right? We need pit finders. So there's a treachery in there that is like discard a questing character, and I need an ally. I also don't have Steward, which hurts to see. So while this is a good opening hand, it doesn't have some of the things that I absolutely need. So we're gonna mulligan this, unfortunately. I really want an ally, just to be safe there. The All-Stars say mulligan. Excellent. Sweet. Well, we are mulliganing. So we got another Darkness, Ancient Matin, Himoth, which is great to see. There's a Steward, perfect. Dwarven Tomb and a Protector of Lorien. Okay, I'm a lot happier with that opening hand. We may or may not see a location here soon, but if we do, this is my card draw. And then Himmomoth helps me figure out what that top card is. We'll get Stewart out there. So yeah, we'll have a good time here. Okay, sweet. So starting out, we will draw a card, a Test of Will. I really like seeing that. So that cancels the win revealed from a card that was just revealed. And so yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and spend one from Biffer to put in a Himmomoth. And All-Stars curses, they have to wait longer to get into play. Yeah. Yep. This is like when you already know you've made it into the playoffs, but you're sitting your All-Stars because you don't want them to get hurt. That's kind of what we're doing right now. But we'll get them to play anyways. It'll be fun. And so it's kind of funny. I'm excited to see what y'all think about the deck, because it's like we got Aowen, of course, but there are a couple other choices in there that I don't know if I would call them. There's a choice that I don't know if I would call them an all-star, so we'll see. Okay, so first off, we're going to exhaust Himmomoth to check this top card. It is going to be a Goblin Spearman, so we know that we can discard this card if the search for an exit comes up, which is pretty exciting. So he will engage us because the threat is at 27. So we're going to need a defender. So we're going to have Dwalin over here defend for us. Really, I don't have a great way to swing back. I could raise my threat by 4. I don't know if I really want to do that. So I guess we got Dane as a defender. Yeah, we've got Dane as a defender. So let's go ahead and just quest for 4 at this point. Or no, that's not how the math works at all. Let's quest for 5. So because Dane gives +1 to everyone. Alrighty, so at the start, we will flip this up. Judgment. We'll let you know if there's an all-star or not. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, let me know. So when revealed, shuffles all copy of a foe beyond from the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. Reveal the top 2 cards of the quest deck. Choose one of them to become the active quest and shuffle the deck. So kind of a bummer there, going in blind at this point. And also we got a foe beyond back in there, which is not good. This also gets added to we all put our judge cloaks on. Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's a very unique deck that I don't think works for almost anything but this scenario, which is what I really love about Lord of the Rings, is you can build those types of decks. At least any scenario that I have seen so far. So we'll see. So this goes into the victory display. So we're actually our victory points are going up to 4. So that's always not a good pull right at the stop, and we'll reveal the top 2 here. Okay, so abandoned tools or a wrong turn, or the one where we need abandoned tools, or a wrong turn. We're gonna do the abandoned tools one because I don't want to reveal an additional card. So we'll go ahead and do Escape from Darkness. So we're questing for 5 against 4. We'll reveal this. When revealed, remove all progress tokens from the current quest card and active location. If Cave-In removed no progress tokens, it gains Surge. So we will surge this card into a Goblin Spearman. There we go. We're back at it. All rise. Oh man, I'm just hoping I win this really quick so we can jump into that one, because that one seems to be stirring up the excitement. Alrighty, so we've got 6, so I do raise my threat by 1, so we're 28 on the threat. Goblin Spearman will still come and engage me. I will defend with Ironfoot as he attacks for 2 plus 1. The shadow is a +1, and so the 3 defense negates it. The other thing that I really wanted to see here was an Unexpected Courage. So at the end of the phase, we have the option to bypass this quest card by putting it on the bottom. We have I wish you were in the Marvel streams. Zistari, we had the most fun. the Marvel streams are pretty fun. These are fun. They're all fun. I enjoy doing them so much. And so we've got a new quest card coming up next time. So we will ready everybody. We'll stand up. Not the most exciting start, honestly. Draw a card, unravel by darkness, and then we will raise our threat one. So it's a 29. Let's go ahead and see what's coming with Himomoth. So we've got a Goblin Archer. I hate the Goblin Archer. Cannot be optionally engaged, and he deals 1 damage. He does like a ping damage every time a enemy is revealed. I guess you need to get into that. Give me the Hulk. Yes. So if you want the Hulk, go over to D20's stream. I guess he's played the Hulk so much. I figured I should play the Hulk at some point, share in the suffering. The Hulk is widely considered to be the worst hero in Marvel Champions, and so that's the issue there. But yeah, it's a great game. Marvel Champions is a great game. Okay. So we're gonna go against 6, which is not great. We are gonna spend 2 on Dane. We're gonna put it Stewart on Dwalin. You can have his copy of the Hulk or of Marvel Champions. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to spend 2 to play Untroubled by Darkness. So each one of my Dwarf players gets a willpower. You guys send me like 8 copies of the Hulk in the mail. Yep, you can have all 8 of my copies. So we're going to do the same thing here. The Hulk. We're going to quest. This is a 3 quest. This is a 5 quest. So we're questing for 8 coming out the bat. Yeah. So we'll reveal this top card. Hey, there it is. Okay, so when revealed, the first player chooses one of the following. Each player discards 1 card from the top of the encounter deck. If it's a treachery card, the discarding player is eliminated from the game. Reveal the next quest card, putting Blocked by Shadow at the bottom of the quest deck. So because we used Himomoth, we know that it's not a treachery card, so we're going to choose that first option and discard the Goblin Archer. Now this says players may bypass this quest card at the end of the combat phase, or if the players defeat this stage, they escape and win the game. So we've got a 9 threshold there. So we are questing for... I have my quest points. That's what I'm supposed to use. Yes, thank you. I've already forgot about them. Okay, so let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're questing for 7 right here. Thank you so much. Thanks for the reminder. Thanks for the suggestion. So we're questing 7 against what we've got here is 4. So we're plus 3. I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 to play another event card. I think I can do this. I think there's I think that there's an action window here where I can play this card and give +1 to everyone to go up to 9. I'm pretty sure that works. If not, then will yell at me. Actually, I'm not going to do that anyway. So just because I need to hold on to at least 1 resource just in case it's a horrible treachery. So, okay. So we're 7 to 4. We'll flip treachery. Each player must exhaust a character and discard the top card of his deck if able. The printed cost of the discarded cards is equal to or higher than the remaining. Then we have to discard the exhausted character. So I will go ahead and cancel that. So we're going to test a will that. Because I can't exhaust Dane and then have the goblin come in and hit me for 4. So action window before staging and after staging. Sweet. Okay, awesome. Thank you. So with that played, we quested 7 to 4, so we're going to place 3 on the main. Now the real trick here is to not shuffle that in. There's some treacheries that shuffle that in, but we'll go ahead and grab a test of will because we've got a dwarven tomb here. So we'll go ahead and grab a test of will again just to be safe. So Goblin Spearman is going to attack. I will defend to 2 to 3, and then it is a no shadow card, so no damage is dealt. So we'll stand everybody up. Draw a card. There's another steward. Don't need that. Everyone gets some money. And my threat goes up. Okay, so we're just going to use Himamath to quest at this point. So let's spend 1 to Dwarven Tomb this Attest of Will. So we'll take that back into our hand just in case. We will spend 1 here from Biffer to place Protector of Lorien on Biffer. I'm just going to reset this because it's gonna just continually change. Okay, we'll spend 2 to play Untroubled by Darkness to give all of my dwarfs +1, and then let's go into the questing phase. So we'll quest for 1. We'll quest for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we'll throw away an Ancient Madden and the Steward of Gondor for 9, 10. So 10 against 4 currently. So we'll reveal X is the number of players in the game. So 10 versus 5. We've got 5 on the main, so we're 1 short. So close. So we've got 8 here, but I'm feeling pretty good with where we're sitting. So Goblin Spearman's going to attack. We'll defend with Dane. There is no, and there's a cave in. So that was a huge pull. So cave in removes all progress tokens. Still have that, whatever it's called, a test of will. So we're good. Okay, let's stand up. No, that doesn't stand up. Let's draw a card. Oh, perfect. Okay, sweet. We'll increase our threat to 31. We'll give everyone some money. Okay, so let's. Yep. Okay, so let's spend 1 to put the Record Keeper into play. You can smell the freedom. Let's hope so. So the Record Keeper cannot attack or defend, and we can exhaust the Record Keeper and pay 1 lore. I'm playing too many of these games. I'm getting all the turns mixed up. Green resource to ready a dwarf here. So this was going to be. This is in the deck to help with digging, which we'll probably see next game. So, but just. Yep. Okay. So we will go ahead and we're going to take our quest points down. Green and yeah, it's lore. Sweet. Okay, good. Okay, so let's quest. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've got a test of will in hand just to be safe. So 8 to 5. So I like our odds here. So flip, X is the number of players in the game. So 8 to 6. We go ahead and we place 2 and we escape Moria. So I am super happy that we did that with the dwarf deck. That was exciting. So I just really wanted to make sure that I got through with dwarfs, and so we did the Casa Doom box with only dwarf heroes. So that's thematically exciting to me. So excellent. So there we go. And by lore, you mean rogue protection? Yes, yes. This is my my rogue protection dwarf. We need a crossover. They need to do like for an April Fool's, like announce that they're doing a crossover pack or something. Breathe the fresh air. Take a drink. Excellent. Okay. Well, cool. Well, I'm glad that worked out. That was kind of how the deck was supposed to work. It honestly, I think that there was a good bit of luck involved in that sense. Like I usually am a little bit more built. I usually don't get to flip this on my second. And so I'm a little bit more built. But I'm not complaining. Let's see who's in the bullpen for the All-Stars. Okay, so let's we'll just do this live. Why not? A lot of these cards are shared, so I took a picture of what needs to be in there. Okay, so any guesses? Let's see if we can get any guesses. What so I think I've already announced one, but who else do we think that we're gonna get to see in the All-Stars? Glorfindel. I don't have Glorfindel yet. So I'm only up through the Casa Doom base box. So I don't have Glorfindel as a hero yet, but I've heard that that hero is incredible. And so we so I'm sure I will be playing with him soon, but just not quite yet. Let's see. Yep. And I'm just pulling out cards that I'm using next turn. I will give a hint that I am taking out a bunch of dwarf cards. So no dwarf cards have made it into the second round of this deck. Aragorn, good guess, but no. We have 0 leadership heroes. So another hint. It's like one of those every time you guess Eowyn, Barrivir, Aragorn. So you got 2 of them correct. So Eowyn and Barrivir are 2 of my heroes, and the last hero is another lore hero. So we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I got Dwarven Tubes in there. And once I finish sorting all of these, then that's when I'll announce it. But I'm just do I really not have protector? Yeah, I do. Just kidding. Steward protector. Yes, yes. No. No, yes. Yes, no. Denethor for the Scry. Actually, it's not. So that's actually kind of, I thought I was going to go Denethor for the Scry, but I ended up not, which may not have been the right call, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays. So we've got Eowyn, we've got Barrivir, and then Astari, you got it right. We've got Bilbo Baggins. And the reason that Bilbo Baggins is in here, 1, he gets the extra card draw. So we're going to be running through our deck with Barrivir and Bilbo. 2, he's a hobbit. So I have fast hitch. And so the idea is to get Bilbo the tools and let him dig like crazy out of these mines. So fast hitches with unexpected courages. If we can get him the tools, then we can get him. We can escape in 1 to 2 turns. So that's kind of the deck. We'll see how it works out. We do have some Song of Kings in here. to get not unexpected Stewart out there. Judgment Time, Bilbo, and All Star. Bilbo is an All Star to get out of the mines of Moria, apparently. So I think Bilbo, he, I don't know if this is controversial to say, but yeah, Bilbo is, he claims his fame by standing next to great people. So maybe that's why he made it in here. He got out of Gollum's caves. There should be no problem digging out then. Yep. So I only had a chance to play test this deck a couple of times, and I had a fairly good success rate with it. It really kind of depends on if I can get those tools, and then if I have one fast hitch, I can dig out in 2 turns. So that's kind of the idea. If I have 2 fast hitches, then I can dig out in 2. If I have 3 unexpected courages or fast hitches, then that's kind of the idea, is to try and get it and go and just immediately go. So Voltron Bilbo is fire. I love that so much. That's incredible. Alrighty, so this is the deck. Let's see how it goes. Let's take our quest points down. Let's take our victory points down. Our total threat on this is starting at 28, so it's a little bit higher than our last deck. I don't love 28. There are a couple of enemies that engage around 31, I think, in this scenario. Got the cave troll, which is just annoying. But there's some enemies. The problem with this deck, clash of the Anti-Titans All-Stars, but a good mix with cards you have available. Nice, cool. Well, I'm excited for it. I hope it goes well. I will say that I love dwarfs, and from a theming perspective, I really enjoyed having dwarfs play through. From a mechanics standpoint, I really liked this lineup. I just had a lot of fun playing my practice games. So, oh man, okay, so let's see what we can do. We Voltron Bilbo, I love it. They have a cave troll. They do. It's so frustrating. I hate when they have cave trolls. This deck does have a severe lack of dealing with enemies, and so there is that. Yeah, I have 4 snares in here, and it kind of, that's been the downfall of this deck. I do have a couple of minions that are in here to really just kind of take a hit. So, and the Rivendell Minstrel will help. The Rivendell Minstrel will go help me get a Song of Kings if I need it. So we'll see how it goes. We oops. It's a big deck. But yeah, I really hope I don't encounter a cave troll. The other way to run this deck is to swap out Barrier for Denethor. So for the Scry, and also Denethor has 3 defense, so that can help kind of mitigate that a little bit. But really, I mean, I am rushing against the clock, and the whole objective is to get at least 1 fast hitch or unexpected courage onto Bilbo as fast as possible. Ready, so let's see how it goes. So prepare the encounter deck by shuffling. We'll reveal 1 card, which is each player must exhaust a character and discard the top card of his deck if able. If the printed cost of the discarded card is equal to or higher than the remaining hit points of the exhausted character, discard the exhausted character. I guess like this matters at this point. Do I draw my cards first before I do this, or is it? I just don't quite. The timing and the timing and setup of these games always is like comes in at like the worst. Like, oh yeah, that actually does matter. So I think you always drew again after setup. Okay, cool. So we'll exhaust Bearbeer. Discard. No, it's a fast hitch. No. Okay, so we'll draw 6. So we got a Forest Snare. We've got Rivendell Minstrel, which is nice. There's a Song of Travel, another Rivendell Minstrel, Galadriel's Greeting, and an Unexpected Courage. Okay, well, this is good. I like having Unexpected Courage for Bilbo, and then like we draw enough cards that I think we'll be able to grab something else. Okay, yep, sounds good. Let's run with it. So we'll draw 2 cards because of Bilbo. Hey, there's a Steward and a Protector. Excellent. Okay, and then everyone needs some money. Okay. So we'll be able to get Unexpected out next turn. We'll be able to get Steward out next turn. Oh wait, no. Oh no, we won't. No, we won't. I thought that was a Song of Kings. It's a Song of Travel. That's not the end of the world though, because we have Rivendell. We can play that. So in a couple turns, we'll get Steward out, and the anti-Titans go for it. The thing is with Eowyn, like, I mean, questing really isn't a problem. Eowyn's got the 4 quest, or the 4 willpower, effectively 5 by discarding a card. And with this deck, I'm drawing so many cards that it really doesn't. It's going to be a 5 if I need it to be a 5. Bilbo is just hanging out here at a 1. Bilbo's job is to not die. So that was kind of I think his whole shtick. So. Okay, so starting out, we'll quest with Eowyn. So we'll go 4 against 2. We'll reveal this. It's the one that automatically bumps it to 4. That's a tough pull twice in a row. So our victory points go up to 4. We will get to figure this out. So blocked by Shadow or a Narrowed Path. So Narrowed Path is going to be the one I take. Blocked by Shadow would be fun. We could just, go the same route as last time, but I want to function. Narrow Path allows me to go find those digging tools. So diggy. So put that on the bottom. We've got this. So when revealed, each player chooses 1 character to not count as quest. That has to be Eowyn at this point. I did forget about my. If we pull a pit, then we're scooping. So I guess. Okay, so when revealed, if the players are not on stage 1, shuffle the current quest card. That's a bummer. Okay, well, so we'll shuffle this current quest card into the quest deck, then reveal a new quest card. So new quest card is Heading Down. So if Heading Down is in the player's victory display at the end of the quest phase, shuffle Heading back up into the quest deck, and we can bypass it. So we'll just keep bypassing. And so I quest for 0 against 4. So my threat goes up by 4, which is not great, but I do have Galadriel's in here and a Song of Travel. So we'll be able to mitigate the threat if this goes long. We'll see how long it goes. Bilbo did his job and didn't die, so we'll stand up. We will get some money. We'll draw 2 cards. We got a Sneak Attack and a Fast Hitch. There's a Fast Hitch, which is great to see. I need an ally. Okay, yeah, but we do. We have Rivendell. So we'll go ahead and spend 3 to put a Rivendell Minstrel into play, which allows me to go find a Song of Kings and shuffle that Steward off the bottom of my. Oh, I have a Steward in my hand, so that's fine. Song of Kings. That will help me immensely. I don't need to play it now, because I wouldn't be able to play anything. But I guess like Well, yeah, I'm putting Song of Kings on one of my lore heroes because I've got enough spirit cards in this deck that I don't really want to be using those on Aowen. I also have a Song of Travel, so we'll put Song of Kings, Song of Travel, and a Steward onto probably Bilbo, because if Bilbo dies, I think we lose. So, uh, yeah, good job, Bilbo. Way to do the bare minimum. And that's literally all we ask for. So, hilarious. At the end of the round, I wanted to shuffle this back down. We will increase our threat. So, okay. Got a little bit ahead of myself, but okay. So let's the fast hitch. Might as well put fast hitch on Bilbo at this point. That doesn't let us play Stewart next turn though. So if I don't play fast hitch, then I can drop a Song of Kings with like a Barrier resource, and then I'll have 2 on Bilbo, which will I'm going to put Stewart down next turn, and I think I need to do that. So the problem is if we do flip up the what am I thinking? If we do flip up our tools, then we just won't be able to grab them this round. But I think that was already kind of in question. Let's go ahead and exhaust Barrier to draw 2 cards. We got a Dwarven Tomb and a Shadows of the Past. So that is, I guess, good to know. So just in case we discard tools or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and quest. We'll quest for we'll quest for Aowen. So 6 total. Use my counter. I just need to get in the habit of using the counter. So 6 to 4. We'll flip the top card. If the players are not on, oh wait, first off, we have to do this. So Abandoned Tools gains the refresh action. We don't have our Abandoned Tools yet, so shuffling this back in is not the worst thing in the world. So shuffle that back in, and we will reveal the next one. So the next one, so the next one is when revealed, hey, this is we get our tools. So we will go ahead and so we'll go ahead and not count the Rivendell, and so our thing is down to 4. So it's 4 to 4, but I will go ahead and toss a Rivendell Minstrel to bump Eowyn up to 5. So we do get to place 1 on the narrow path. Then it says after we place the first progress token on the narrow path, search the encounter deck and discard pile for abandoned tools and put it into play. So we'll get our tools, which is good. So honestly, at this point, if we're able to grab tools next turn, we have enough to pay for Unexpected Courage as well as a fast hitch, which probably is. We'll see. Don't want to get ahead of myself. So this is guarded by, well, this is annoying. This is guarded by a straight goblin. So it's basically a 1/1, 2 defense goblin that comes into play. And so that's guarded. That will engage me. So he's going to attack me for 1. So 1 is X is number of the players in the game. So we'll go ahead and defend with Bilbo at this point. No, we're not even going to risk it. I have a cancel. I don't think I do. Baravir's kind of done. Okay, so we'll not block. So 1 shadow gets +3 if engaged with the first player. Okay, well, there goes Baravir. Okay, well, that's fun. Okay, well that messes up the math a little bit. At least Bilbo didn't die. So at the end of the round, we will ready up. We will give everyone some resources. We will increase our threat. We'll draw 2 cards. Hey, there's a Gandalf. Do I have a sneak attack? I do. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that stray goblin got scary real quick. Alrighty, so we will. Dang, I did increase my threat, right? Did I decrease my threat? So that 32 went to 33, went to 34. Okay, no, we're good. So I'll toss 1 off of Eowyn to go ahead and play Song of Kings onto Bilbo. We'll move this up a little bit just so we can see. We will then spend 2 resources from Bilbo to go ahead and play Steward onto Bilbo. We'll tap it to get 2 resources. We will spend 1 resource to sneak attack. We'll do this in the quest phase. Hold on. Let's do some math first. So and I wanted to shuffle this back. Okay, well, yeah, losing Barrevere wasn't great. I needed a hasty stroke, but that goblin's not staying around for long, so let's. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll spend 1 to place a fast hitch onto Bilbo. Actually, this is how we're gonna do it. So this is always gonna be tapped. These are the ones that don't actually need to move. We're gonna put the ones that need to move up here with Bilbo. So a fast hitch on Bilbo, which allows him to ready. Then we will go into the quest phase. I'll spend 1 resource off of Bilbo to sneak attack Gandalf in, and we're going to deal 5 damage here. Okay. Then we will exhaust Bilbo to grab the abandoned tools. And so we're going to quest for 4. Yeah. Okay. So this will end up questing for, I'm just going to use it, 4, 8, 9, 10. On Barevere's tombstone, she failed to do the bare minimum. Yeah. She actually had more than 1 job. Bilbo's still fulfilling his end of the bargain, but Barevere didn't quite make it. But yeah, that tombstone under the depths of Moria. So not enough flair. Okay, so we'll reveal this. So hey, here's their abandoned tools right here. This is what's getting us out. So assuming that we don't shuffle that in, I don't have any cancels, so that could be an issue. But we're questing for 10 versus 4. Hey, they have a cave troll. I'm at 34. That's actually not great. So the only way that we can put progress tokens here is by exhausting the character that has abandoned tools. So during the refresh phase. And so even though we quested for 10 against their 6, we don't get to place any tokens there. So we are going to go ahead and bring Gandalf back to our hand at the end of the questing phase. We'll exhaust Bilbo to go ahead and place our first token on escape. Okay, so let's stand up. We will draw 2 cards. There's a Northern Tracker and a Song of Travel. We will increase our threat and we'll give out some money. Okay, so let's spend 2 off of Eowyn to put Unexpected Courage onto Bilbo. Let's spend I'm gonna need Bilbo to come in Saturday. Yeah, we've lost a hero, so you're gonna need to play catch up. That'd be great. I love it. Let's spend 2 from Bilbo to go ahead and play Shadows of the Past. So move the top card of the encounter discard pile to the top of the encounter deck. And so we'll move this on here. And all that is we know what is coming. It will not shuffle this off. And so assuming that the Cave Troll doesn't engage us, I think we got to win. So, okay, so we have 3 exhaust here. We know we're coming with 1, 5, 7, and let's bring our quest points back down. And we're at. I need to put a background or something on that thread. I'm having a hard time seeing that. That's great. Okay, so we're at 35. So I can't. I guess like the other way to look at it is I could sacrifice Eowyn and the Rivendell Minstrel. And we've got a win there no matter what. So, and just Bilbo escapes. That's pretty funny, actually, if we do it like that. Actually, no, here we go. We got 1 here to play a protector on Eowyn. And then we'll quest with Eowyn for 4. We'll discard 3 cards to quest for 7. And so that'll be good. And then we've got Rivendell to take a hit. So that's 7. So we'll go ahead and flip this, which we knew was a 1. And so 4, 5, 6, 7. So no threat goes up. The Stray Goblin engages here. He'll attack with a 1. We'll defend with the Minstrel. Shadow, deal 1 damage to the defending character. And then I have to. So deals 1 damage to the defending character, and then he rolls through. So 1 damage over to Eowyn. And then during the refresh phase, we'll go 1, 2, 3 to dig our way out of Moria. Boom. Just like that. Looks like a jump to conclusions Matt prototype. Yeah, so there's a couple misspellings on the mat. I assume that's what you're talking about. So Astari pointed those out. I contacted the company and they're fixing it. So yeah, so that was kind of a fun. Is Biffer filling out TPS reports on his hero art? Yes, I think he is. I think that's exactly what's happening over here. Where did I put him? Yep. Yeah, so Biffer's over here doing his TPS reports. So, yep, there he is. Boom, baby, 2 for 2 tonight. That was exciting. I'm glad that we got to see this deck in action. I think that it worked pretty well against this scenario. I would struggle running this deck against almost anything else. I think it's a very curated deck to this scenario, unless it's like one from maybe the core set where you can you're just trying to run through it as quickly as possible, like progress all the way through the stages. But I mean, we lost Barrevere in turn 2 or so, and yeah, so who here's a big Michael Bolton fan? I just love his whole catalog. I need to rewatch Office Space. I haven't seen him forever. So I think that's what we'll end on tonight. I'm not not actually feeling super great, so I'm glad that we got the 2 wins. Then I'm gonna go to sleep. But thanks for hanging out. Super exciting to get 2 wins after getting 3 devastating losses last week. Thank you all for joining. I do really look forward to these live streams. I absolutely adore them. And that's because of y'all. So thanks for hanging out. I will be back on Wednesday playing Marvel Champions. We're gonna take on Thanos again. Oh my goodness. That's the other thing. It's like, okay, I got rolled on with Thanos. I got rolled on last week in Lord of the Rings. I got rolled on with Thanos. Then I got rolled on in Arkham. And then like Vision yesterday was pretty good. And so it was nice to get a good win here. So thanks. Yep. Thanks for that. So kind of the Star is going to be there with Wednesday with the Hulk. At this point, it might as well just be the Hulk versus Thanos. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Are kind of all the plugs. So it's Josh says he's already sent it to the stories. So all the plugs. So join the Discord if you're not a part of the Discord. We have a lot of fun talking all about LCGs. You can find that in the description. Go ahead and if you like the content that you see, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if we're on YouTube, or give me a like or a follow, depending on what platform you're on, to see more content. Deck list will be in the description once we push it to YouTube, so get more critiques there. So great hanging out with you all. Thanks, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Peace.